What's up, everyone? William Cosentino. I want to welcome you back to another Q&A. Whiteboard out again because I got a good question. Someone wanted to know what the difference is between a desktop support job and a technical support job. I hope you can see this board. I'll zoom in after I'm done and maybe you can get a better picture of it, but I just wanted to break it down for you so that you really understand what the differences are. I actually come from the technical support arena. I've been doing it for 10 years, so I've got a really good idea of what that job requires. But let's get into it, okay? Let's talk about some of the differences and some of the similarities between the two, okay? So, a desktop support job is internal to typically one company. So, you're working for one company and you're on the desktop support team, okay? It's an entry-level job, which I probably should have put that up there, but I've got it right here. So it's an entry-level position into the IT industry, and tech support can also be an entry-level job as well, depending on what kind of technical support job it is. So, for example, like working for an internet service provider could be an entry-level job. Matter of fact, in 1999 when I started in the workforce, actually professionally, that was my first job, doing tech support for an ISP. So it could be an entry-level job as well. You'll be working directly with end users in person, okay, on the phone and remotely. So you'll be using some kind of remote software to get right into their computers, and you can do most of the stuff there. But you will have the opportunity, in most cases, to work directly with users, depending on the company, okay? So unlike phone support or tech support, it's pretty much 100% on the phone, okay? So it's non-customer facing. And when I say customer, I'm talking about internal as well, because internally they're your customers, right? You're limited to the technologies that the company has, okay? So for example, in an enterprise technical support kind of job, like if you're supporting a big enterprise piece of software, you have the ability to learn about all different kinds of technologies, okay? Exposure to different technologies is extremely broad, right? Whereas desktop support, you're limited to whatever technology that company is utilizing, okay? So it's a little bit different there. The opportunities to work with senior admins, right? So that is your escalation path within that type of position. So you're basically first line of support, and when you need help, you're going to go to the senior guys, right? Or junior and then senior. So you have the ability to start communicating with these folks and learning from them. This way you're getting prepared to grow within the company, right? Because your next job after desktop support is to get into like a junior admin role and then a regular admin role, okay? So there's opportunity to grow there, I hope. If there's no opportunity to grow there, then you probably need to start looking around at other opportunities outside that company. Most of the work is done with, you're hardly ever going to be doing any kind of server work. You know, that's mainly reserved for the admins themselves. So most of your work is with the personal computers, the PCs, the Macs, tablets, phones, all that kind of stuff. That's pretty much what your job role is. And what else here? That is pretty much it for a desktop support. It's entry level, working with PCs, doing minimal type stuff. You know, helping users. You might do some of the networking aspects. You know, if you know you're troubleshooting, you know, connectivity issues, very minor connectivity issues, trying to determine why this computer is not doing this, and talking to servers and, you know, email and whatever else is internally there, but it's very, very minimal stuff. Now, tech support, again, it's 100% phone work, okay? So it's non-customer facing. It's most of the time it's going to be a call center atmosphere, right? Documentation. I can't stress this enough. I have a whole video on just documentation. You've got to be really good with documentation. let me come back here. Soft skills required, right? You've got to learn how to deal with people on the phone because that's your job, okay? It's mostly product specific, so in other words, you're going to be working with one product mainly. Sometimes you might deal with, depending on the specific job itself, you might be dealing with different software, but most of the time it's going to be product specific and it's going to be isolated, so you'll be focused on one. There's several tiers of support, so you'll be coming in as an entry level, maybe at first level, and then you can kind of just go up the ranks, second level, third, fourth, and depending on the hierarchy within that organization. So there's room to grow there as well. And like I said before, one of the great advantages is that you're exposed to different technologies based on the customers that you're dealing with. So the enterprise software, so I'll give you an example. Microsoft, for example, or Cisco, or Nortel, or any of those big giant companies, right? They're supporting a specific product, but that product integrates with many other areas of technology, so the customers that they're working with are big enterprises as well, so you get to see all that different technology that goes on behind the scenes while working with those customers, because you'll have an involvement with that. So that's one of the great advantages as well, depending on what part of tech support you work for. So that's pretty much the difference between the two, or differences and similarities. So, I mean, I hope that helps you out. Most of us are going to start right here in the IT realm of things, as entry level. That's pretty much where we're going to begin our career. And, I mean, this could go for, desktop support can be like, if you're a PC technician, say, just helping friends and family fix their PCs, that can be a little bit of desktop support type work. And if you're working at a computer shop doing repair work, like it could be a mom and pop shop, it could be one of the office stores like Office Depot, Staples, Best Buy, working at the Geek Squad, any of that kind of stuff is considered some sort of desktop work. But with in the perspective of working for a company and doing desktop support, you're basically their first line of support, and that's pretty much what you're going to be doing. So hope that helps you out. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you to this channel, and if you haven't subscribed yet, we'd love to have you as a subscriber. And last but not least, click the link below if you haven't downloaded my resource guide. It's in the description box. We'll talk to you on the next Q&A. See ya. Hope you have a great day. Let me just give you a little bit of close up here. You can screenshot that. We'll talk to you on that next video. Thank you so much.